welcome to my YouTube videos. Thank you for your subscriptions, thank you for your likes, thank you for your sharing. I'm happy for you guys. We are really doing a good job. Nimeona sasa tunaelekea 200 and that's good. I thank you guys. Let's continue subscribing, let's continue liking the videos and hit that notification button so that every time we upload a video, you guys, you're in a position to know and you're in a position to see what's next. As I said, we have got more videos for you, we have got more content for you, and we will ensure that we deliver the best for you guys to learn and to know on the progresses and maybe also educate others. So today, in today's video, I want us to talk about now the exam itself. That's the NCLEX exam. If you remember in my previous video, I did say that before you actually begin your immigration process, before you go for the interview, you need to have done your licensure exam. And basically, I say that the NCLEX exam is the exam that gives you the paper, or it gives you the license to practice in the USA. And basically, the exam is called NCLEX, which means it's a national licensure examination. And for you to do the exam, I mentioned in the previous video that if you follow my previous video, you'll see that I did mention about for you getting the CES report, for you getting the ATT, and now here you are ready to sit for your exam. So this exam, as I said, it's not done in Kenya. We have got no centers in Kenya, because this exam is done under very serious security. I mean, you just do an exam, you've got cameras all over you, on top of you. I mean, cameras are just all over, just to ensure that you don't even attempt, leave alone cheating, attempt, or even to think of cheating in this exam. So you'll have to travel. I say that the center that is nearest to us is South Africa. And usually, if you're under agency, you'll find that the agency, by the time you're preparing for your documents, that's the CES report and getting the CES report and ATT. This is the time now. Your agency takes time now to prepare you for the exam. Because either way, if you went to school, they are sure, and by this time they have checked on your documents and they are sure that your documents are ready. So they are sure that your documents will go through. So they prepare you for the exam. They send you the reading materials. Some of them even buy you some question banks. And when I mention of a question bank, it's basically an exam, a preparation material, just like the one that you remember even when we are preparing for a KCSE exam. You guys, you used to buy papers from maybe the schools that maybe you believe these guys perform very well in the exams and all those things. So basically, that's what happens in these question banks. So there are several different question banks, and these are just to prepare you and to give you the content and make sure they give you the technique to answer the question, because mostly you find NCLEX is about the technique to answer the questions. And the way this exam is marked is totally different from the other exam. Unlike you do a minimum of 75 questions and a maximum of 145. And it's not marked as in we say that maybe out of 75 you get 50 and it's a pass. So what they do is they try to assess the kind of questions you're answering. They're in what criteria? I mean, are they high difficulty questions or they are low difficulty questions? So if most of the questions that you answer are in the low difficulty level, that means you won't perform, you won't pass this exam. So they need you to pass, you need to do most of the questions that you get correct. They should be in the level of the higher difficulty level. Maybe I'll do another video maybe on the explanation of the exam itself and all those things that they do, how they monitor the graph and all those things, so that they decide whether you pass at 75 or you maybe fail at 75. And all I'll try to maybe explain that maybe on a later video. So today I want us to maybe focus on the preparation for the exam. And in this preparation, as I said, you need to have a lot of materials to read. Basically, you need also to check on the kind of material that you're reading and all those things. If you're under agency, they'll provide you with much of these materials. Then you need to do your research from the YouTube videos. For me, I used several YouTube videos. Like there is one done by registeredrn.com. They have very good videos, very good tutorials on the exam preparation and all those, the conditions and all those things. Because what they need you to, when you're answering these questions for the NCLEX exam, they try to assume that you're in a perfect hospital where you have got everything. If you need the doctor is there. If you need maybe to take the patient to theater, the theater is ready, the theater technicians, the surgeons, then basically the theater team is set. If you need to go to ICU, the ICU is there. You got everything that you need. So it's not kind of you're doing some kind of assumption. So you need to get these basics, and you can't apply your knowledge, I mean your experience, your work experience in these scenarios when you're answering these questions. You need the actual knowledge from the books, and that's why it's key that you get this knowledge by maybe watching these videos. There's another guy called simplenursing.com. He also has got very good videos and very good explanations on the topics and all those things. And if you use these materials plus the information that has been provided to you by the agency, I can assure you, you won't go wrong. In the question, when you get a question bank, some of the agencies will provide you with these question banks, like MedPro. I know MedPro gives you the UWorld. Myself, as I said, I was under Avant, and even now I'm still under them because I'm still working in their contract. So some of in Avant, they didn't give us the Q bank, but they gave us the materials to read. So for me, I had to buy my own question bank. We did buy UWorld. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth. Nowadays, there is another one called Archer. I think it's a little bit much cheaper, and I've had people give it a thumbs up. So mostly, if you get one of these big question banks, I mean the ones that are verified, you need to do your research, just check on their reviews and all those things, and I assure you, you won't go wrong. Then once the other technique about these questions is, when you are using these question banks, or even the nature of the questions that you got from maybe your agency and all those things, it's good that you read the rationale. Either you get the question correct or you get it wrong. Read the rationale. Sometimes you find that maybe you get the question correct, but your argument, or even how you got the question, the answer correct, the way you are thinking, it was not actually the actual thinking. So it's good you read the rationale, and the rationale is what will help you gain more knowledge, gain more experience on handling these questions, and for sure, it will be an easier exam for you. Others have done it. We have got so many Kenyans already. I remember when we had a group, and we were more than, I think, 200, 300 nurses who had already passed the exam. So even you can pass. It's just a matter of just trusting in yourself, doing good revision, create time. And in terms of creating your time, make sure you try and check, what's the best time that works for you. Like now for me, I would not make to read maybe from work and all those things. So most of the time I would read in the morning, so I would wake up, most of the time I would wake up at 3 a.m. and do some revisions for about 2-3 hours, then go to work. Then when I come in the evening, maybe after supper, I would just sleep. Because for me, it would not work for me. I was just too tired and maybe sleepy. I wouldn't make to do any revision when I am from work. The other time I would create when I'm off. So when you're off, just try to create some 3, 4, 5 hours to read. And remember, these agencies, they also have got some live lessons that you need to attend. Maybe on like Avant, we used to attend 2 classes per week. So you had to create time, and some of these classes, you would find that you would have to wake up early, because maybe the next lesson that is available, maybe it might be your working time and you might not be in a position to attend. So you need to create good time for your revision. Do you use most of these questions to revise. They'll help you even understand and even do revision, because maybe once you do a question and you don't know that maybe you failed, or maybe you didn't know about maybe the content, you need to go back to your notes, do some revisions, and this will help you expand your knowledge and you will pass this exam. So there are also some videos that we used to listen to. A guy called McClimack. This guy would give you the actual scenarios of the patient, and maybe these audios would go for about 5-6 hours, and I found them very helpful, especially during the last time. I mean, just some few days or maybe some few months just before I went for the exam, because it helped you to summarize on your content and make sure that your knowledge is well expanded. So I would also advise you to just go and listen to these audios. Just do good revision, good checkups, listen to YouTube videos, know about the exam. You need to understand the exam, how the exam is tested, and all those things, and this will help you advance in your maybe in your knowledge and also in your handling of the exam. So I would actually recommend that you guys continue asking questions. I'll keep responding to them. Maybe through my Facebook page, you can inbox, you can put a comment on the video, and I'll try to respond to the best of my knowledge and do what I can do maybe to help you maybe even prepare for these exams and all those things. And for the documents, as I said, you need to start preparing for your documents early. You don't need to waste a lot of time, especially the transcripts from school. Sometimes they take some time for these guys to send. I did see the workflow from the nursing council was actually, it took a little, I think it would take around 2 weeks on such, but the one that from KMTC, they took a lot of time. So you need to start working on your documents early, just to make sure that you don't delay maybe in the process of handling, or maybe in the process of preparing for your exam. And also, I've seen so many people asking about the cost of the exam. I would say the cost basically depends on either you're an independent candidate or you're under agency. For us who are in the agency, basically we did spend I don't regard it as so much money, because I remember before we start for the exam, for the document we just paid for the in nursing council we paid around 12,000. Then we paid, I think, about 10,000 in KMTC for them to process the transcript and to send them. So even if you spend maybe some more money, it won't come at the same time. It will give you some time to maybe get some finances and prepare for the next, maybe the next thing that you need to do. And then sometimes you don't have to always send the documents using these the express modes of deliveries like DHL and all those things. Sifanyii mtu yeyote biashara ama anything ama kuharibia mtu yeyote, lakini hii ni siri na kuibia. Wakati mwingine unaweza peleka document kwa posta, you can actually post the document, watakupatia hiyo tracking number, and then as long as the document are tracked, they are good to go. Na utapata sana utalipa kitu kama tuseme maybe 800, kitu ungelipa 5,000. So sometimes that's how we used to survive. Nimeongea Kiswahili ndio nisichome sana, maybe watu wengine wataangalia and then waanze kusema tunachoma kidogo. So basically that's how it is. You need to also try to get tactics to save your finances so that you don't get overwhelmed. Then I think that's all for today. So guys, continue subscribing to my channels. There is so much to learn. Keep asking these questions. I'll keep responding to them. And continue subscribing, continue sharing, and continue liking my videos. Thank you so much.